everyone, welcome to our micro teaching session. My name is Michelle and today we are going to work with a super important topic for reading and communication, denotation and connotation. These two concepts totally change how we interpret words, text and even conversation. Valeria will be participating with me as the student. Are you ready, Valeria?
Yes, teacher, I'm ready.
Perfect! Let's begin. Okay, Valeria, look at this word on the screen. Home. When you read it, what's the very first idea or feeling that pops into your mind? Say whatever comes naturally.
I think of family, comfort, or maybe a cozy place.
Exactly, and that's great because what you just say are feelings and associations, not the dictionary definition. If we check a dictionary, home is simply the place where someone lives. So your answer helps you see that words have two sides. Their literal meaning and their emotional meaning. That's exactly what we're learning today. Alright, let me break this down clearly.
Hi, welcome to the English Club. Today's lesson is going to be all about connotation versus denotation. The denotation of a word is the actual dictionary definition. The way that I like to remember it is denotation equals dictionary, or D for dictionary. The denotation of a word or phrase uses the literal meaning. For instance, there is an elephant in the room. In this picture, we have a literal elephant in a room. That would be the denotation. Most of us have probably heard the saying, there is an elephant in the room. So you'd only use the denotation of this if there was an actual literal live elephant in the room.
Denotation. This is the dictionary meaning of a word. It's subjective, neutral, and does not include any feelings. For example, a snake, a long, legless reptile that is just the animal.
Let's move on to connotation. Connotation is the way a word or phrase makes you feel. Some words make us feel uplifted, others may be sad. Maybe we don't have an opinion on the word, or maybe they make us feel not so great. Basically, the connotation is all about the feeling that a word gives you. The way I remember connotation is connotation equals connection, and that connection is how I feel about a word. Let's look at an example together. The word old. We're going to make a connotation scale here, and we're going to label it with negative, positive, and neutral right in the middle. The word old has various synonyms. Some of them have different connotations. For example, we have the word mature. We have the word decrepit and aged. The word decrepit can be harsh and rude. It definitely has more of a negative connotation. Mature, on the other hand, is more positive. It might represent somebody as wise or skilled. Aged falls more neutral because we don't associate it with a positive or a negative connotation. Let's look at one more example. The word young. We have inexperienced, blooming, and new. These synonyms have different connotations, so let's talk about them. Blooming would fall more on the positive scale because when I hear the word blooming, I think of fresh and upbeat. Inexperienced is more of a negative connotation. It gives the idea that somebody might not be as skilled at something. New falls in the middle of our scale because it's not positive or negative. It's just new. All right, let's do a quick recap.
Connotation. This is what we feel or associate emotionally with a word. This can be positive, negative, or neutral depending on culture or personal experience. For example, the same example, snake often means someone deceptive or untrustworthy.
Cap here. So denotation equals the dictionary definition of a word. It has its literal meaning. Whereas connotation equals connection, or that positive, negative, or neutral feeling that we associate to a word. Thanks for tuning into the English Club this week. Like and subscribe for more tips and tricks.
Valeria, let me check your understanding if I say love. Meaning a strong affection between people, is that denotation or connotation?
That's denotation, right?
Exactly! That's the literal meaning. No, if I say love, meaning warmer, happiness, something magical, is that connotation?
That one is connotation.
Now let's practice. I will show you some words. You tell me a denotation and then a connotation. Word 1. Cheap.
Denotation is low price. Connotation is sometimes low quality or bad.
Word 2. Joyful.
Denotation is someone young. Connotation is energetic, fresh, positive.
Exactly. Word 3. Skinny.
Denotation is someone very thin, and connotation is unhealthy and negative.
Nice. Let's do one more together. Strong. Denotation, having physical power. Connotation, bravery, confidence. Now, Valeria, imagine you are describing a new coffee. You want it to sound positive. Which word will you use? Cheap cafe or affordable cafe?
Is affordable coffee. Sorry, affordable cafe.
Exactly. Both mean low price, but the connotation changes everything. Now, create your own example, choose one word and give me both meanings.
Childish is denotation related a child, and connotation is a immature.
Perfect example, well done. So today we learned that denotation is the literal meaning and connotation is the emotional meaning. Understanding the difference helps you communicate clearly and interpret text more deeply. Great work, Valeria. You did amazing. We choose this topic because understanding denotation and connotation is essential for reading, comprehension, and communication. Students need to know not just what words mean, but what words make people feel. As a future English teacher, this will help me guide students to choose vocabulary more accurately and express tone clearly.
And as a student teacher, I think learning these apps shows the right words depending on the context and the emotion we want to express.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Valeria, and today I'm going to explain and teach you about morphemes. Today we have only a student and she's Michelle. For this activity will be she alone because she's very intelligent.
Hi, ready to learn.
The first step is talk about what is a morpheme. A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning in a language. Well, Michelle, when you see the word cats, how many parts do you think give meaning?
Maybe 2. Cat and S.
Exactly, Michelle. Those parts are called morphemes. Part 1 and part 2. So, I teach you about types of morphemes. The first morpheme is free morpheme. These they can alone as words. For example, book, run, and happy. The second morpheme is vowel morpheme. These are the words to which you can add s, ed, and re. For example, the word cat. Cat is an animal, and this word is singular. This word can be argument with s, and this word will then become cat. This is plural.
So, unhappy has 2 morphemes.
Exactly, Michelle. And is a bound morpheme, and happy is a free morpheme. So the third type of morpheme is derivational morpheme. They change the word category or meaning. For example, the first word is happy. You can add an. So this word will become unhappy. The second, use. And you can add full. And this word will become useful. So the last one is inflectional morpheme. In this case, they do not, absolutely not, change the category. They only change grammatical information. For example, walk. Walk is caminar in present simple. To walk, you can add ed, and this word will become walked. So the second, cat, and you can add s. So the word will become cat in plural. And the last one, big. In Spanish, that means grande. This word you can get, and the word will become bigger. So, for Beth's vision. So, Michelle, I have a question for you. What think this word is? Derivational or inflectional? Tell me.
Inflectional?
Exactly, Michelle, because it keeps the same category. Adjective, adjective. Okay, Michelle, identify the morphemes and the type. The first word is rido. Rido.
Re is a bound morpheme, derivational. Do is free.
Perfect, Michelle. The second word is teachers. teachers.
Teach equal free, equal derivational, S equal inflectional.
Perfect, Michelle. And the third word is habits. Habits.
Happy, free, S inflectional, superlative.
Michelle, now create a word with a derivational morpheme.
Maybe kindness, kind plus ness.
Beautiful example, Michelle. Now, one with an inflectional morpheme.
Inflectional morpheme, jumping, jump plus ing.
Excellent, Michelle. Well, Michelle, today we reviewed morphemes. Free morpheme, bound morpheme, derivational morpheme, and inflectional morpheme. These help us understand how words are built and how meaning change. I chose this topic because morphology is essential to understanding vocabulary development. In English teaching, morphemes help students decode new words and improve reading fluency. In the future, this topic will help me design vocabulary lessons where students recognize patterns and build new words. Thank you.
And as the student today, I feel morphemes make word formation less intimidating. It's easier to guess meanings and understand grammar.
Tank and Jew.